Hi, it's Lisa Sasevich, the Queen of Sales Conversion, and I am so glad you're here for my second video in this three-part online training series, How to Make Your Offer Truly Irresistible. And why would you need an irresistible offer? So that you can easily and authentically attract new prospective clients and convert them into paying customers, whether you've been in business for years or you're just getting started. Over the past 7 years, I've used my own irresistible offer to generate over $36 million from my home-based business, serving graduates in 134 countries. These graduates have collectively made over $375 million by using my formula, making their own irresistible offer, and getting out there and making a real difference with their clients. Now, I've made my irresistible offer from live stages, big and small, webinars, teleseminars, podcasts, videos, and even using new social media platforms like Facebook Live. And it served me really well. It helped me grow my confidence and helped me make the Inc. 500 list of fastest growing privately held companies in the United States 2 years in a row. Number 20 in women-owned business. Yes. But you know what the best part is? It's knowing that I have completely transformed how mission-driven entrepreneurs and experts use speaking to get out there, reach their ideal clients, share their wisdom, and then make their own irresistible offer. It's amazing how fast this helps businesses of every kind to grow and become profitable so they can make the difference and the money that they started their business for in the first place. Now, in the first training video of this series, we talked about how you can get clients by getting out there, speaking free, and making your irresistible offer. I shared my story of how doing exactly that catapulted my business from $80,000, $100,000 a year as a one-on-one coach who was working so much I barely had time to see my kids or take a shower, to just 10 months later doing over $2 million in sales, helping people all over the world. Now, I showed you the huge opportunity you have right in your backyard to do the same, and even gave you our brand new directory of 108 places your clients are already gathering and just waiting for you to come to them and share your knowledge, share your expertise with them by using your Speak to Sell signature talk. It's a game changer. So if you haven't watched the first video in this series, I highly encourage you to go back soon to do that. You'll also be able to download directory so you don't waste any of your precious time and resources trying to find places to speak. We've already done the legwork for you so you can focus on connecting with and serving all those new clients. Now, before we dig in today, take a second and download the second gift I have for you. It's my best-selling book, How to Make Your Offer Truly Irresistible. It's below this video, and I'll be talking a lot today about the core principles detailed in the book, really bringing them to life right here for you. Now, something I've seen over and over again is that one of the biggest mistakes that mission-driven entrepreneurs and experts make is they do a bunch of things to educate the world, and then they don't make their offer. What I've learned from my own path and by having the opportunity to mentor thousands of entrepreneurs from almost every industry is this: your success is contingent on two factors. One, having an irresistible offer, and two, having a clear path or presentation leading your ideal clients to it. Results are not an accident. You'll see clearly as this training unfolds, if you don't have the structure that leads to making your offer, you're likely sitting on a gold mine of untapped revenue. So you ready to mine some gold? Let's dig in. First, what is an offer? An offer is simply an invitation to take the next step with you. Some people call it a call to action, and it can take many forms. It could be an invitation to schedule an appointment to come into your office or practice, or to meet with you virtually, or to pull out a credit card and get started working with you right away. Maybe your offer is to invite them to give you their name and their email so you can provide them with some free content and add them to your email list. An offer could be an invitation to have an exploratory phone call with you to see if the two of you are a good fit to work together. As you can see, an offer can come in many forms. Now you might be thinking that you don't have anything to offer. I'm here to tell you, you couldn't be further from the truth. You have something to offer, or you wouldn't be here watching this. You know you were meant for so much more, which means it's actually a disservice to the people who need you if you don't make that offer. When you speak, present, or teach, what you're doing is you're opening up a new possibility for the people who need you, who need the service that you offer. It may be something they haven't considered before, which is why it's crucial that they do something to keep that new door of possibility open before it closes. That's how possibility works, by the way. If there isn't a placeholder, a structure, some accountability to keep it open, it closes, and it closes fast every time. So when you don't make your offer, you deny the people who need your help the most the chance to work with you and go deeper into your work, which is really where the real magic can happen for them and for you. Being able to articulate your offer in the exact words that resonate with your ideal client will change everything for you. The key is creating a clear path that leads directly to your offer so that your ideal client can take action, can say yes, and can enjoy the difference that you and your work are ready to make for them. You can feel it, right? And the great news is, all of this can be done by making your offer live or virtually. Live stages, intimate presentations, or using online tools for webinar or video, even Facebook Live. Hands down, crafting a hot talk or presentation that leads seamlessly to your irresistible offer and getting out there with it by speaking is the best way to get your message out to more people fast. It allows you to scale quickly, get new clients, and bring your work to more people who are looking for that exact thing that you offer. It's also the #1 way for experienced entrepreneurs to move existing clients to much higher levels of investment. In fact, most small businesses are doing all the hard work it takes to attract new clients and not reaping the huge rewards that come with moving those clients into higher levels of service and investment. And this is where a real gold mine is waiting for you. Now, being ready with my irresistible offer changed everything. In fact, in the next video training, I'll show you how it led me from 6 figures to the multi-7-figure business that I enjoy today. Before that, I want to make sure we dive into the meat of today's training, and that's about making your offer irresistible and how simple and powerful it really can be. Now, here's what typically happens with irresistible offers. We go out on our own, we become entrepreneurs, we want to break free from the 9 to 5, right? We don't want the structure of Cubicle Nation. We throw off our suits, we say goodbye to having a boss, right? We say bye-bye to the 9 to 5. Now, often and inadvertently, we bring that new spirit of freedom with us when we're making a presentation to attract new clients. So we end up either winging it, which is a crapshoot and doesn't honor the gift of the other person's full attention and time, or we've been so free that it's time to give a presentation, we get an opportunity and we say, oh my God, I really need to buckle down on this, and we script out the whole thing. And that just squeezes all chance of your authenticity, the real you, your brilliance of shining through. This is why everything I'm teaching you now works so well because it's not about winging it and it's not about scripting it. It's about structuring it. You will pour your amazing work into our amazing structure and voila, you get to be yourself. The structure does the selling for you. It's putting the structure in place that actually gives you that freedom that you became an entrepreneur for. So let's start by defining two main parts of your offer. There's the transformation and the service delivery. Now, it may be easy to think about it more like a math equation, but don't worry, easy math here. So your offer equals the outcome or the transformation that you uniquely provide, plus the service delivery or the way in which you provide it, how you provide it. Now, it may sound a little bit backward, but the key to having people say yes to your offer is the way that you present this. So the transformation or the outcome, it's 90% of the equation. Whether you're making your offer, be it one-on-one through speaking, when you're writing copy, or anytime you're expressing your offer, when you're expressing your offer, you want 90% of your words, 90% of your copy, your energy to be about that outcome or transformation, and only 10% to be about how you're going to deliver it. Here's an easy way to remember this. They're buying the destination, not the plane. So put 90% of your emphasis on the destination and 10% on the plane, how they'll get there. And you'll see how much easier it is for people to say yes and how much more fun it is to talk about your offer right away. Now think about that 10% part, the plane. How do you deliver the outcome or the transformation that they so desire? Do you deliver it in a book? Do you deliver it in coaching? Do you deliver it through office visits? Maybe a live seminar, workshop, or retreat, or an online video series? Know that finding the words to communicate that outcome or transformation, that 90%, it's one of the biggest hurdles for most entrepreneurs. So I promise, before we finish this training series, I will show you how to get your hands on a super simple system that will help you finally be able to find the words to say what you do in the perfect way so that your ideal clients can hear it and resonate with you. It'll be like you're blowing a dog whistle with a special pitch that once created, your ideal clients can hear it perfectly. Now, if you want to get the most from our time together, take a minute right now. See if you can write down your offer, that transformation that you provide, and the service delivery, how you provide it, even if the words you describe at this point aren't perfect yet. I believe there's a lot of power in moving forward with good enough. Okay, now on to the formula for making your offer truly irresistible. A little warning here, this formula is incredibly simple, but don't mistake that for not powerful. The structure and the simplicity is actually what gives it its power. So let's walk through an example of an offer so you can see how it plays out in real life. I worked with a doctor that had a cosmetic laser clinic where they did non-surgical facelifts, laser facelifts. Now his offer was his 5-appointment series where a client would come into the practice 3 weeks apart for 5 appointments, go under the laser with the doctor, and voila, get a facelift. That was the main dish. 5 appointments of laser treatment and how they would deliver the beautiful results of having a youthful, collagen-filled, wrinkle-free, spot-free face. You see all those words I just used? Those are all outcomes. That's all transformation. Hint, hint on finding your words. So that's the offer, the main dish, and the basis of what we're about to make irresistible. So after you've got that main dish, the second step of making your offer, and this is actually where we start getting into the irresistible part, it's called bonuses. Now, bonuses are things that really start making it irresistible because obviously we could walk in and buy the laser facelift anytime. The bonuses are what makes it super desirable for the prospective client to want it right now. It gets them thinking, oh, I could get this next week, but if I could get those bonuses too today, maybe I'll go for it. And that's what we're looking for. So in our example, we had the non-surgical laser facelift, and the bonus was if you bought the facelift that night at the introductory event, we would also throw in a $1,200 underarm or lip hair removal. Now that was for the ladies, of course. So if they bought tonight, they would receive this awesome $1,200 gift. And it was something they really wanted anyway, and likely would have eventually paid for, and they knew it. Here's the key: picking a bonus that your ideal clients probably would have wanted anyway, and that also has a high perceived value, but costs you as the practitioner, the coach, the service provider, very little to deliver. For example, to swipe a lip or underarm with an additional laser swipe while the client was already in for the laser facelift appointment had very little additional cost of time or money for the provider. But the clients got really excited about getting this $1,200 add-on bonus. See where I'm going here? Now, there's 2 guidelines for your bonuses that you have to keep in mind, and you may want to write these down. First is that there should be only a few bonuses. I don't recommend having 37 bonuses. We usually have just 2 or 3. The second part is that the bonus should be tightly related to the main dish. So only a few bonuses, and they should be tightly related to the main dish. There's just a couple so that you can describe them really well and create that hunger and desire for each one. And they're tightly related, meaning that most people who would want that main dish also would want that bonus that you offered. For example, most people who came in for the laser facelift, they were already eyeballing that laser hair removal. And that's what made it so magical when they could get it free as a bonus by taking action that night. We're creating urgency here and a little surprise, a little delight. Think about what you could add to your main dish as a bonus that would cost you very little, but that your client would be thrilled to receive. Now, frankly, when it comes to bonuses, the industry's gotten a little cray-cray. You know, you go to buy something for $497 and there's $50,000 of bonuses attached. Not to mention 75 more hours of stuff to listen to and study. And I don't know about you, but I'm busy. Our lives are busy. So sometimes when people overdo it with the bonuses, doesn't it get you wondering, what's wrong with the main dish? Can I get what I need from the main dish, or do I need all that extra stuff to accomplish my goal? So keep in mind, when you're developing your bonuses, no need to go overboard. I'd rather see it be hot and relevant than see you stacking on a bunch of stuff just to get the value up. Okay, quick review. You've got your offer, your main dish and the bonuses, right? Just a few, and they're tight related to the main dish. Now for the third part to the irresistible offer, and this is what makes it pop. We call this third part the limiter. I'm going to give you examples of the 2 main kinds of limiter. Now there's all kinds of fun things you can do with limiters, but these are 2 that I know you can action on right away. The first is the limiter of time, as in this bonus or discount is only available tonight. The second is the limiter of quantity. That would sound something like the first X number of people are going to get this gift. For example, I can do the special $1,200 laser hair removal for the first 5 people that would like to join us, put down their deposit, and go ahead and get scheduled right now for their non-surgical facelift. Or for the time limiter, you might have, A week from today, you can take advantage of our special pricing on the laser facelift, but only if you're ready tonight. We'll give you our special bonus of the $1,200 laser hair removal series. So the key to the whole thing is you're not pushy, it's an authentic limiter, right? And you communicate it in a way that really allows your ideal client to step forward. Think of it as causing tension versus pressure. Now pressure, that's the thing we're all trying to avoid, right? I mean, many of us, we avoid the sales part because you don't want to be pushy. You don't want to seem desperate or like that used car salesman. Tension, though, is what rises within a person when they're faced with something that they really want. There's a transformation, a change, an up-leveling that they want. And they're over here, and they want that thing over there. But maybe they didn't plan on investing that day. Oh, but they want that transformation. They want what's possible for them. You know, what will their lives look like and feel like if they said yes today? So they do. But what arises for that yes to happen inside of them, we call that tension. And it's good. Pressure is yucky. It makes people want to run away or take a shower after they listen to you. And it makes you not ever want to make your offer again. No one likes it when someone is putting pressure on them, so we don't want to be the one dishing that out. What you'll love about our Speak to Sell formula is it's all about being able to create that tension, having it rise within a person so that it serves them. To be able to lovingly tap into that place inside them that knows they were meant for more in a certain area. Tension is internal, no pressure from the outside, no pressure from you. Now, let's go back to the cosmetic laser business and the effect this simple structure had on their business. Before we added the irresistible offer, the way that I taught it to you today, which happens to be also the first part of our Speak to Sell formula, so you're well on your way. That laser clinic, they were averaging about 60 women a night to come to that once a month intro night. They'd fill up the whole lobby and the office, make a presentation, but they didn't have those limiters and the bonuses weren't right. And still, about 5 women of the 60 would say yes and buy the $3,000 package. That was about $15,000 in one evening with 5 new women buying the laser facelift, 60 women, 5 new clients, $15,000 in an evening. Not bad. In fact, I know a lot of physicians' offices that would be thrilled to do that once a month. But we decided to do a little test. We decided to invite only 12 of the 60 women the next month. And we let them hear the new presentation with the add a little twist of using the Speak to Sell presentation, plus an offer that included main dish, bonus, and limiter. And you know what happened? 7 of the 12 women said yes. They increased their earnings to $21,000 in one evening. But it gets even better. They wanted to see if they could sustain this momentum, to see if the formula was really working. So they did it 4 more times with the remaining 48 women, 12 at a time. And on average, each time, 7 of the 12 women said yes to their offer. So this meant they went from making $15,000 during a typical intro evening to averaging $21,000 an intro evening. And better than that, they went from helping 5 of 60 women to helping 35 of 60 women. They increased their sales conversion, served more people, and made $100,000 in 5 intro nights, right? That's $85,000 more straight into the practice and served 35 women instead of 5. Game changer! And this is possible in every single one of your businesses when you take the time to create your irresistible offer and your Speak to Sell presentation that's designed to lead straight to it. Remember, results don't happen on accident. Structure is what gives you the freedom and the results over and over and over again. Now, quick note about bonuses and limiters. They are truly designed to serve your ideal client and help them say yes. They know in their heart it's a yes, but their head stops them, just like with you sometimes, right? You know there's something you want to learn, you want to lean into it, and yet your head will stop you. You know, inside it might sound like that little voice in your head saying, you don't have time, you're not ready, you didn't implement the last thing you tried, or maybe you're hearing that lie that it worked for them, but it won't work for you. You stay stuck. Your clients stay stuck. The irresistible offer structure is so good because it's not about manipulation. It's a gift to them because it helps them to trip their switch, to say yes, to turn off that little voice in their head so that they don't stay small. And you know, we're only really living when we're growing, right? And we know that, and we want to support the people we're meant to serve in that. And this is how. We covered a lot today, guys, and you might be wondering, you know, Lisa, wow, I love this. I can totally see myself starting to make irresistible offers right away. But I mean, how do I lead up to it? How do I inch up to making that offer? And that, my friend, is a great question, because clearly we're not just going to stand on the street corner saying, here's my irresistible offer, right? Or walk into a networking event and shake someone's hand and say, hi, I'm Lisa. Would you like to hear about my irresistible offer? So exactly how to make the presentation that leads seamlessly to the offer without being pushy, without being salesy, that's what we're covering in the next video in this training series. I'll give you a hint. It's called your Speak to Sell Talk, and I'll be opening enrollment for my Speak to Sell Formula virtual bootcamp coaching program shortly. But you don't have to wait, because I'm going to teach you the Speak to Sell formula in the next video. I'll be walking you through it step by step, holding your hand, showing you the blueprint, and exactly how to build your talk that sells. Now, before I let you go, I would like to request that you take a couple of action steps. I'm always going to ask you to take a couple of action steps because I love you, so get used to it. I want you to start working on your offer. I want you to start making it irresistible right now. So first action step, I would love to know about your bonuses and your limiters that you came up with while you were learning today. I'm excited to support you, so I hope you'll include me by posting below. We have a comment section. Share what you're seeing so that I can see it, so that I can start working with you right away. Plus, just like in our virtual bootcamp coaching program, you guys are going to get to learn from each other right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to move forward with what we call good enough. So just post your ahas so that we can help. I can help, we can begin to help each other. I do read all your comments, and I really, really would love to hear from you. Second, remember to download my gift that accompanies today's training video. It's my best-selling book, How to Make Your Offer Truly Irresistible. And third, of course, be on the lookout for the third part of this training series so you can get your hands on my Speak to Sell blueprint and start building your Speak to Sell talk to lead right into that offer. I really appreciate your participation. I appreciate your comments, your commitment to getting out there in a bigger way. This is really where the rubber meets the road, having your own business. The work we're doing here together, it's what makes everything else you're doing finally pay. And that's how you know you're making the impact you started your business for. All right, we're off and running. Can't wait to see your comments and to share my Speak to Sell formula with you in our next training session. Look forward to seeing you soon.